I hate how when summer starts, I just completely lose track of what physical day of the week it is. I woke up today thinking it was Saturday. It's not Saturday, it's Wednesday. I don't know. This entire summer, all I do is I feel like every single day is Saturday. I don't know, and it's really hard because like I'm terrified that I'm going to forget I have work one day and just like think it's a different day, and it's gonna be really bad. So like I like constantly check the calendar. I set like alarms on my phone to make sure that I don't forget what day it is. Oh my gosh, it's bad. Anyways, I'm back with another Top 5 Wednesday, and this week's topic is Top 5 Books Booktube Convinced You to Read. I'm actually not doing this exact way it's supposed to be done. I'm taking my own spin on this week's topic, and it's going to be Top 5 Books Booktube convinced me to buy, because I'm a really slow reader and I have at least 75 books on my shelf I haven't read, and a lot of them I have bought since I joined Booktube because I kept seeing people raving about them. I just haven't read them yet, but I do plan on reading them. But I just haven't read any that have been recommended to me through Booktube yet, but I own them. So I'm just going to show you the ones I bought and I am really excited to read. And these are in no particular order. But we have Half Bad by Sally Green. And I've heard really good things about this book. Everybody keeps raving about it. Like right before it came out, people were raving about it and telling me how good it was going to be, how good it is. And it's supposed to be a trilogy, and it's about witches, good witches and bad witches, so white witches and black witches, and the main character, he's a half, he's half and half, whatever. And so I believe his mom is a good witch and his dad is a bad witch, and he's just kind of like an outcast, and this is him on his journey and escaping the bad witches that are trying to capture him because his dad ordered him to be captured. I don't know, but I've heard really good things about this, and I'm really excited to read it because I haven't read a witch novel in a really long time. Next is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Yeah, Marissa Meyer. Everybody on flippin' Booktube raves about this book. They tell me it is so good, and everybody has just like fallen in love with the entire series that's out and all of the characters. And one of my really good friends, Lily, she was in my blindfolded book challenge with me, the little blonde girl. Yeah, she's read this entire series and she loves it, and she's like, Kristen, you have to read it. You gotta read it. And so I'm really pumped to read this, and it also makes me really excited because they're storytell retellings, and I love, or fairy tale retellings, and I love fairy tales. I don't know, I love it. I love regular fairy tales. I love them being woven into different scenarios and different scenes and periods of time. I just think that's so cool, and I love it, and so I'm really excited to read this. The next book is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I have not, well, I don't have to say that because I've already said this, but everybody has been raving about this. Everybody still raves about this and talk about how amazing it is, and everybody is always raving about how amazing an author she is and talking about all of her books and how good they are, and everybody just loves them. This one is really good and it's really cute, and I want to read it because I feel like I could sort of relate to the character. I mean, I'm not going into my freshman year of college, or I won't be in my freshman year of college, but I am getting close to that, and I write fan fiction. That was hard to say, but yeah, hopefully I'll get to this before I actually go to college, but maybe I should save it and wait till I'm actually freshman year in college, and maybe it'll like, I'll connect even more with the main character. And the next book is Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Delaria. I love this cover actually, and I love this font. This is like one of my favorite fonts in the entire world. I just like love capital letter thin fonts like this. Like, they're just my favorite fonts. I don't know why. Like, are you even supposed to have a favorite font? I don't know, but I love this. I love it. And everybody's raving about it and saying how good it is, and I'm really excited to read it. And I mean, it's blurred by Stephen Chbosky. I mean, that's gotta mean it's good, guys. Like, I don't know, and it just sounds like a really cool concept of how she writes letters to people who died, celebrities who died young, and it helping her get through her problems. Just sounds really cool. And lastly, this one is actually 2 books, but I'm wrapping them together because they do go together, and people are, I feel like everybody and their dog has read these, but it is going to be Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince by Miss Cassandra Clare. I have read the Mortal Instruments series. I haven't read City of Heavenly Fire yet because I've been told these characters play into City of Heavenly Fire, and I really don't want to spoil myself for this trilogy if I read City of Heavenly Fire before I read this, because then it's like, well, I would see everything coming in these books. So I don't want to do that. I don't like being spoiled. I'm spoiled way too much for my liking. But I feel like everybody on Booktube and their grandma has read these, and like everybody loves them, and they're amazing. And apparently Will Horrendale, I think it's Herondale, is like everybody's all-time favorite character now instead of Jace. So I feel like I need to get on the bandwagon and read these, and I'm really excited because I think it takes place in London in the 1800s, and you know, adding history in there sounds cool, and shadow hunters. Like, if I could pick one world to live in from any book, I would choose the shadow hunter world because it is just like so badass. I would love to live in the shadow hunter world, but only if I could be a shadow hunter too, because like I wouldn't want to be like a normal person. Yeah, I'd see all this stuff around and then I'd feel bad because I'd just be like mortal. I wouldn't be able to do anything. So if I would be, I would want to definitely be a shadow hunter, and so I could kick butt alongside of Clary and Jace and Simon and everybody else. Alright, well that is it for my Top 5 Wednesday. I hope you like my choices. Let me know in the comments what your choices are. If you did this week's topic in a video, link your video and I'll go watch it. Yeah, but that's about it. Sorry, I feel like I'm like kind of like toned down today. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel really chill and relaxed, and I think it's because like I'm in this state where I need to keep calm, because if I think about it, in Thursday, Friday, like 2.5 days, I am going to be getting on a plane all by myself, and I don't want to die. So I just kind of like, it's the calm before the storm, because I bet you Friday and Saturday I will be flipping out of my mind, running around and making sure I have everything packed and ready to go. It's gonna be an interesting time getting ready. But yeah, so that is it. I feel really bad that I haven't read any of these books yet. Oh my gosh, I'm such a failure. But yeah, so I will see you guys next time with a book talk, Top 5 Wednesday, or a tag video. Until then, I'm Chrissy. Goodbye!